I'm your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki. The weather is really hot. I want to talk about investment options in retirement. That is, investment options for people above 60. Now, I did this seminar about 20 years back when the Delta State government consulted me as a resource person to do this seminar for people who were preparing for retirement in a hotel, Peabody Hotel. And I felt, since I've been talking about aging, there are a lot of people that comment. Some of them feel helpless and hopeless because of the treatment that people around them are giving to them. For me, after 60, I decided to do some reinvestment, and it has helped me greatly. I'm living a good life, living an active life. Now, first thing is not to regret. Don't regret. Next thing is to treat your time as an asset. The other thing is to realize that people live very long nowadays, that living up to 90 is possible with good health care, moderate lifestyle, and you avoid unnecessary risks. You can live up to 90, live up to 100. Then, at this age bracket, you can live enduring businesses. Somebody once said that, the Bible says that a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So if that has been the practice among us Africans, our continent will have been lit up with beautiful businesses. If I leave an inheritance for my grandchildren, and my grandchildren leave an inheritance for their grandchildren, you'll find out that poverty will be eliminated. But most times, we are a consumer mentality. People just consume and live in luxuries that are not replicative of wealth. So, what are the areas that you can invest in? Number one, there must be short gestation investments. That is, investments that will not take too long before they start yielding revenue. Number two, don't take loans from bank. Take loans, if you take at all, from your cooperative. And if you must invest with your retirement benefits. If you want to invest in old age, invest small, start growing it. The suburban economy is perfect for you. There are low-hanging fruits, just like as I live here in a small town. Low-hanging fruits. Number one, the cost of land is cheaper. Number two, labor is cheaper. Number three, cost of materials might be cheaper. Number four, you live, there's hardly traffic, and the environment is conducive for your age. So, preferably the suburban economy might get big land space at a cheaper price. What areas will you invest in? Number one area is the dining table economy, or I call it Department of Stomach Sciences. That is to say, what people will eat on a daily basis. I also want to say that if you want to invest as an entrepreneur, you must invest using the C.K. Prahalad principle. C.K. Prahalad was a professor in Michigan University. He propounded the base of the pyramid theorem, BOP theorem, that as at that time, 7.5 billion human beings were on Earth. And out of the 7.5 billion, 4.5 billion live on less than $2.5 a day. And majority of them are in Africa and maybe South America. 4.5 billion human beings. He said that if you can produce anything that these people will consume on a daily basis in small units with regularity, that you will be socially relevant and you will be rich. If you read Jeffrey Archer's book, Ending Global Poverty, you will see what I'm saying there. Now, Ted London is the person in charge of that base of the Pyramid Theorem project in Michigan University. So, early maturing businesses that the poor can patronize, the general populace can patronize in small units in regularity on a daily basis. The next thing is that I said the Department of Stomach Sciences. You can do agriculture, but when you do agriculture, plant early maturing crops, potatoes, okra, vegetables, early maturing crops that in a space of 3 months you are harvesting, so you don't need to wait for too long. There is a proverb in Nigeria that says that monkey meat is sweet when it is dried, but what will you eat before it dries up? So what will you eat before your crops mature, if they are long-term maturing crops? So you can intersperse them with some long-term maturing crops like bananas and plantain. Bananas, they are very expensive in our market. Plantains, and you will sell the suckers. You sell suckers. Suckers go for about between 250 naira to 300 naira. You can sell suckers. So then, and I can teach you how to replicate suckers. So early maturing crops. Then animal husbandry. You can rear animals. If you have a big land space and you are planting vegetables, rear animals that will eat the waste products from your vegetables. Animals like sheep. Sheep, they get pregnant and they deliver 2 within a year. So within a space of time, you can be like Nabal that has 3,000 sheep if you have space. And then you can rear goats. You can rear pigs. A pig gets pregnant for 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days, 115 days. And they can deliver up to 12, 8, 6, 12. So within a short while, you have pigs all over. You use the manure from the pigs to fertilize your pineapple farm. If you have pineapples, pineapples are quite expensive in Nigeria. If you have pineapples, you can use it to fertilize your pineapple farm, fertilize your plantains, fertilize your other vegetables. And if you have a digester, you can produce cooking gas from the digester. And if you have a generator that has a carburetor that burns gas, you can generate electricity from the droppings of the pigs that you put in the digester. So you live a very nice life. You can rear ducks. They lay a lot of eggs and they hatch and they produce. You can rear snails. Snails, they produce a lot. Then you can rear geese. When you want to buy snails, please go to the right source. If you buy the ones that are already distressed in the market, you won't get results. Then you can plant mushrooms. Mushrooms mature within a short space of time, and you can keep harvesting. The next thing is that you can open an event center if you have money. Event centers are rented. We did a program in the Civic Center in Victoria Island. To rent that hall was 4.5 million. And most of the different floors were filled with activities. There's a hotel here in town. There are different event halls there. One day, it was a Saturday or a Sunday, about 3 different classes of Government College Old Boys Association had activities in those halls. And some of those halls, you can charge you up to 250,000, 350,000. So if you have an event center, you can make money, make a lot of money. So the next thing is to build a hotel that you can manage decently. Manage it decently. What most people are looking for today are hotels where dirty boys and dirty girls will not come and make noise. So you can build a fine hotel and build an event, a holiday resort. There's one holiday resort at Agbo. There's a Shiloh Beach holiday resort in Eku. There's one at Wodokpokpo, Jakesville. People go there. They eat, they drink, they swim, they paddle canoes, they do boat rides. Do a holiday resort. If you do a holiday resort in a suburban area, you are virtually on holidays every day. There's one near me, a good something holiday resort run by my friend, and he has plants from different continents of the world he has traveled to. Himself and his wife are having fun there. So a holiday resort. Then you can start a loan company. A loan company. Give small loans to people, 50,000 each, and then find a system where they can pay back. But don't use emotionalism to do your loan business. If not, your monies will be lost. So people like LAPO, Lift Above Poverty Organization, they are doing small micro loans scheme. You must adopt a formula that makes it profitable, because the Grameen Bank, run by Muhammad Yunus, that won the Nobel Prize for Peace, has not been making profit for many years, even though it is big. So you are not going to practice social entrepreneurship in old age. The next thing is do book writing. And when I left my wife and went to Okokoko, when I did marital social distancing, I wrote books, and they're going to give me a lot of money. I do a lot of writing, and you give me a topic and write and publish these books. You can put them online, and you make money online, and they will remain there forever. Your grandchildren will inherit the password to the bookstore, add their own materials. I have a bookstore. I have other things I sell online. So do an online presence, but you can write books. Apart from writing books, you can give lectures based on your experience. You can give lectures based on your experience. They consult me a lot to give lectures. Like the video I did on the reality of aging, in the back of the Hillock stroke. Companies have been inviting me to come and speak on them, and they pay me. They fly me down, use security to trail behind me, put me in very good hotels, good food, and they pay me. That's a nice way to spend retirement. If you are a principal and you are retired, you can teach people about management of schools. Like I was consulted by the Delta State government to give a lecture to principals of schools around Delta State on social skills in managing issues in public schools. Based on my experience, I was able to deliver a very good lecture, and they paid very well. So you can deliver lectures based on your experience. The problem in Africa is that we throw our experience away. We don't value them. You can give experience on raising children, lectures on raising children. You can give, as a lawyer, you can give lectures on how to prepare a will, give lectures on how to establish a trust, and several other lectures. This is a generation that craves knowledge. At least you are listening to me here, and I'm having fun. I'm sure this must have benefited you. This is one of the best videos I think I have done this year, and I want you to share it with as many people as possible. Subscribe to this channel, and one of the things I did not mention is real estate, because I have a real estate lecture coming up on the 9th of March by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Promises to be very insightful, sharing from the experience of how I started with 11,000 buying land many years back, and it has blossomed to a multi-million naira business. So I will share with you. You will ask questions. To register, please send a message to +234 7052 136763, and I will send you the flyer of how to register. It's 10,000 naira. It's something that will give you eternal money. God bless you. I remain the area grandfather, Dr. Charles Poki.